Westview basketball is presented by LaGwana Media. From Lakeland High School in LaGrange, Indiana, Westview Warrior basketball is streaming live at LaGwanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hostetler along with Jamie Miller, and tonight the Lakeland Lakers under the first-year head coach T.J. Schneider will play host to Chandler Pribble's Westview Warriors. The Lakers are coming off their fourth win of the season last Saturday at Bethany, beating the Bruins by a score of 66-54. And the Lakers bring a 4-1 season record into tonight's game. Lakeland's only loss came against South Bend St. Joseph last Thursday at Lakeland, 81-60. In addition to their victory over Bethany, the Lakers have defeated Fort Wayne Homeschool 52-49, Fremont 62-39, and Fairfield 55-46. And those last two, of course, being in Northeast Corner Conference matchups. Coach Pribble's Warriors are also coming off a win last Saturday as the Warriors cruised to victory over the Central Mobile Cougars by a score of 59-27 over at Westview. The Warriors bring a 4-2 mark into this evening's contest with wins over Bethany Christian 76-55, LaVille 67-41, Cherubusco 52-41, and the win versus Central Noble. The Warriors' losses have come at the hands of Northridge in the Northern Lakes Conference, 68-61, and another Northern Lakes Conference team, Northwood, 67-60. This year's game sponsor in Westview is Westview Furniture Sales with two locations in Shipshewana, 7870 West, 075 North, and in the Davis Mercantile on Main Street in downtown Shipshewana. The pregame sponsor for this evening's game is Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Our halftime sponsor is Tiffany's Restaurant in Topeka, and our postgame sponsor is J&R Solutions, your internet service provider. This evening's game is also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, featuring the Shipshewana Antique Auction, State Road 5 South in Shipshewana, by Hyde Auto Body in LaGrange. Yoder Crossroads, located at the crossroads of State Road 5 and US 20. Also by LaGwana. Get quality, get excellent customer service, get creative. By Jerry Standard Service in downtown Middlebury. By Southwind Flooring, located at 7300 North, 1000 West in Shipshewana. And by Breathe Easy Mold Solutions in Shipshewana. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association's Champions Network. And we'll be back with tonight's Freedom Finish Works pregame show right after this 30-second timeout.
You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furniture to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Tonight's Westview pregame show is brought to you by Freedom Finish Works, specializing in powder coating, both steel and aluminum, from one-piece custom orders to full production quantities. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Good to have you along tonight from Lakeland High School. Jerry Hostetler with Jamie Miller in a intra-county rival here, the Lakeland Lakers and the Westview Warriors. Of course, Lakeland has dropped back to 2A now this year. And Jamie, they're in our sectional, which is going to maybe make things a little bit more difficult.
Well, what you're saying is we could see a lot of them this year.
I think so. The NECC, yeah.
Yeah, it could be one of those years where we play them 3 times
Right.
if we meet them in each of the tournaments. But I think tonight is a really key early season game. Every team wants to win the conference. We've started out 2-0 in the conference. I believe Lakeland is 2-0 as well, beat Fremont and Fairfield.
Right.
And so it's hard to judge too much based on a few comparative scores this early in the season, but you would have to say that Westview and Lakeland are at least near the top of the conference. And if you hope to win the conference this year, you probably better win tonight.
That's
going to give you a big leg up.
This is a huge game. It'd be a huge road win for us at Lakeland. And then, of course, we traveled to Angola for another road game on Friday night. But we've got a big road schedule coming up here.
We don't play another regular season home game till January 24th.
Right.
So it's a little unusual in the schedule. Possibly we could play one in the NECC tournament if we get to the championship game. But other than that, this would be a huge road win. The gym is packed, which is awesome to see, even if we're on the road. And the county rivalry is alive. The girls' game just ended with a 1-point Westview victory, which I think is a mild upset probably.
I would think so.
But
yeah.
I don't know their records and all, but
what an exciting game that was.
Yeah, it was back and forth really the whole second half. And so it really set the tone for what's to come, I think. So Westview's out warming up. And we got about 3 minutes to go yet, but I'm excited. They got, looking at some of the stats for these two teams, Westview on the year is averaging just under 61 points a game and giving up just under 50. So 60.8 points a game offensively, 49.8 defensively. Lakeland, on the other hand, is real similar offensively. They're at 59 points a game, just a point or two behind us. And defensively, they're giving up 53.8, so just a little more they're giving up per game. But again, you can't tell too much because you don't know the teams you've played. You know, they played South Bend St. Joe, which is a really good team. We played Northridge,
right,
and we've played Northwood, which are two good teams. One kind of comparative score is they beat Fairfield by 9, and then Fairfield lost to Northwood by 27, whereas Westview lost by
the Northwood, yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting shoved out of the way here for technical reasons. But
we lost to Northridge 67 to 50.
We lost to Northridge by 6, and then we lost to Northwood by 17.
Yes.
So it's a little hard to tell with those comparative scores, but I think it's safe to say both teams are going to be competitive. I wouldn't expect a blowout tonight either way. I would expect a pretty close game. And I imagine there's going to be a lot of action on both ends of the court.
We had our camera set up at center court, and apparently there's probably a problem with the fans not being able to see, so we're moving that, I think.
Well, the camera is awful skinny. It seems like they could probably handle that, but I don't know what all the conversation is going on down there. So,
but we will have video eventually of this ball game tonight.
Yeah, we don't have it live anyhow.
That's right. This is, we're just taking, of course, live audio tonight. And pretty much as soon as the game's over, Jeremy will go ahead and put that up for you guys to watch it. So there won't be much of a delay at all getting this live. But we're restricted until the boys varsity game is over. So
yeah, back to the comparative scores. Maybe you mentioned it, but Westview beat Bethany 76-55 by 21 points in our opener. At home, Lakeland beat Bethany by 12 on the road.
Right.
So, you know, I think the home court sometimes is good for about 9 or 10 points. So that's really pretty close.
Right.
You know, both teams would have film on each other by then, which can help or hurt. So, all in all, I think what we're saying is we're expecting a pretty even game tonight.
They've got a couple of football players, or at least one. Shakow is 6'3", and he's a senior. Doesn't average a whole lot of points, but he's going to be big in there. And also they've got a 6'4" Keegan Merrifield. Back from last year, he is averaging 11.2 points per game. So they've got some size.
Yeah, Merrifield last year, I remember he was averaging about 4 points a game, and he scored like 27 on us.
Yeah.
So I think he gets jacked up for Westview, and I'm sure he was on the scouting report this time.
Yeah, some of these other guys might be as well, but yeah, their leading scorer coming into tonight's game is Kian Arroyo with a 15.8 point per game average.
Yeah, he's kind of a scrappy little guy. I think he's, what, 5'10"?
Yeah.
5'9", but I remember him from last year. There was a trio of sophomores last year that played a lot or started for Lakeland. Merrifield, Arroyo, and it might have been Hartsaw.
Hartsaw, yeah.
And now they're juniors, and so they're all in the starting lineup, and they're experienced, and it'll be a tough matchup.
So let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for Westview, Daniel Yoder, who leads Westview in steals and rebounds, coming into tonight's game. A 6-foot sophomore, number 3. Camden Yoder, a 5'8" senior, will start at another guard. Rounding out the guard positions tonight will be 6'2" sophomore Austin Slaybaugh. The team's leading scorer with 17.3 points per game. Caden Grau, a 6'4" junior, averaging 13.8 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup will be senior Owen Brill, a 6'1" senior, averaging 9 points per game. And now for the Lakeland Lakers, as they've turned all the lights off here, since I guess you're all listening, you don't know that. And they're having a fancy introduction to the Lakeland Lakers. .59 junior Kyle Hartzell, averaging 11.7 points per game, will be at one guard. The other guard, the aforementioned Kian Arroyo, 5'10" junior, averaging 15.8 points per game. And a forward tonight for the Lakers will be number 10, Cole Reel, a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 6.6 points per game. He also leads his team in rebounding with 5 rebounds per game. Also starting for the Lakers will be number 20, Keegan Merrifield, a 6'4" junior, averaging 11.2 points per game. And those are the starting lineups, and we're getting set to tip it off here tonight. Once again, the girls were victorious over Lakeland's Lady Lakers 52-51 in an exciting game 1 here tonight. Other games going on across the hall. The Westview JV girls defeated Lakeland Lady Lakers 35-14, and the JV boys also won 40-37, so we just need to make this a clean sweep here.
Well, there we go. And Lakeland now has their own noisemaker while Dan's whistling, too, I see. Copying Fairfield for most annoying opposing fan base.
So here we go. It'll be Keegan Merrifield going up center court with Grau, and a tip is controlled by the Warriors. Right side, Daniel Yoder will pull it out front to Brill. They'll swing it around left side to Slaybaugh. Slaybaugh loses it, regains possession, takes it into the paint, feeds Brill underneath, shots up, no good. Battle for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westfield, Lakeland basketball.
Yeah, he got caught like directly under the basket, and he had to put it up. That's a tough angle in there to get something to drop. But interesting early to see how easy of shots we can get.
Kyle Hartzell, 5'9" junior, brings it up. Goes right side to Arroyo. He's working against Slaybaugh, drives the baseline, puts it up. Offensive foul on Arroyo.
Nice job by Caden to jump right in there and take the charge. He saw it just a step late, but he still got there, and they gave him the call.
Westview will bring it back the other way. No score, 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Owen Brill, right side on the wing, pulls it back out front on the pass to Camden Yoder, top of the circle. Now let's swing it all the way around to Caden Grau, left side. Now to Slaybaugh at the elbow, right side, pops it, no good. The rebound's yanked down by Cole Reel.
Yeah, they're guarding him with Merrifield out there to give him a little size, and they're really leaning on him in the post.
Cook hands off to Hartzell. He'll hand it to Reel, top of the circle. Camden Yoder on him. Right side pass comes to Cook. Cook bounce pass into the lane to Merrifield. He's been in there for a while. And now we get a wrap up. It's going to be a held ball.
Yep, Daniel stuck his hand in there and, as Dan likes to say, created half a turnover.
Yeah. Dan's got his own stats, I tell you. Driving, putting it up is Arroyo. Misses a shot, gets his own rebound, rejected by Slaybaugh, and Brill picks up the trash. We'll go left side with it to Grau. Grau will pop the three off the left side. No good. Long, and it's chased down by Hartsoe, and back comes Lakeland. Left side pass to Arroyo. In the corner to Cook. Spinning shot is up and good. So Lakeland draws first blood, 2-0 with 6:04 to go first quarter. Camden Yoder pulls it out front. They'll swing it around to Grau, now to Brill on the left side on the baseline. He'll bring it out on the dribble. Camden Yoder now to Grau right side in the corner. Back up top to Camden Yoder. Slaybaugh popped the three from the top of the circle. No good, and the rebound once again pulled down by Kyle Hartsoe.
Lakeland's making a concerted effort to guard the lane, and we're having a hard time getting in there.
Three in the air by number 5, Arroyo, and it bounces around. No good. Grau with a rebound. Quickly up court to Slaybaugh. He'll stop it up inside the lane, then give off the back. It comes to Daniel Yoder, now left side to Brill. We'll swing it around to Camden. Slaybaugh in the corner to Grau.
One thing I think we could do on offense is our cuts need to be quicker. We're just kind of jogging, and that's why we're not getting open. Austin with a drive there and didn't foul. He got hammered, but
yeah,
he got bumped anyhow, maybe not hammered.
Corrected the contact, but there was no whistle. Shot way outside by Hartsoe's no good. Neither team hitting their shots in the early going. Here's Brill, and he shoots a three from the right side, misses. Rebound pulled down by Merrifield, and back comes Lakeland with the ball real.
Well, both teams playing confident and not afraid to shoot it early on,
not.
but
they're letting it fly.
Not many makers out there yet.
Hartsoe hands off to Arroyo. Arroyo backs it up out front, then gives off left side to Real. Real takes it into the lane, then gives off right side to Hartsoe. His shot's up, no good, but we had some contact by Owen Brill. So for Owen, that'll be his first foul.
And 3 free throws coming up for Hartsoe. You always hate to see a guy go to the line who haven't scored yet because they can kind of get in a rhythm.
Hartsoe, 5'9", junior, misses short off the front of the rim. He'll get one more. No, 2 more.
Well, both teams have taken the crowd out of the game.
Yeah, they have. It sure is quiet here. Second shot misses.
Short on both of them. This one might be long. Probably making to make up for it.
Puts it on the floor several times. Finally, he swishes that one. 3-0 Lakeland. 4:25 to go first quarter. Brill, left side to Slaybaugh. Tries to drive, cut off there by Cook. Now he drives into the paint, dishes it off to Daniel Yoder. He gets that out of trouble to Brill. Caden Grau, elbow right side, goes to Daniel Yoder. Now to Brill. Brill tries to penetrate, can't get anywhere. Gives it off to Slaybaugh. He's double teamed. Camden Yoder now open for 3. He misses. Rebounds yanked down by Levi Cook of Lakeland.
Well, Westview, as we saw before the game, I think we mentioned, shoot 29% from the three-point range this year, and they're not even hitting that right now.
No.
I think we're 0 for 3 out there, or 0 for 4.
Hartsoe drives, goes left side on the pass to Real. Real hits Cook on the baseline right side, and we have a blocking foul. It's going to be called on Daniel Yoder.
The first one they called it for us probably was more of a block, and this one I thought was more of a charge. But
yeah, he was there, it looked like. But
yeah.
Into the ball game for Westview is Reinhold. Coming out will be Camden Yoder.
Well, this makes us a little bigger.
Play off the inbound pass is put up and in by Levi Cook on the layup. Slaybaugh with it. Goes to Grau, top of the circle. Out of Brill.
Well, these players have to play with confidence. You miss an early shot. We're passing up some really good shots out there. I think some of our early threes were We're too quick.
Slaybaugh loses it. Regains possession at the half-court stripe. Goes left side. Grau open for three. Misses. Ball knocked around and into the hands of Levi Cook. Cook, bounce pass inside. He'll go to Merrifield. Merrifield makes the move, puts it up with the left hand. No good. Slaybaugh with a rebound. And now we have a whistle. Timeout's going to be called by Chandler Pribble. And we'll take one also. 2:41 to go. First quarter, Lakeland 5. Westview has not scored yet. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
2:41 to go. First quarter, Westview trailing 5-zip.
Well, I think we got to be fairly fortunate. We're down only 5.
Yeah, no kidding.
On the road, hostile. Lakeland's had better shots than we have, and they've missed some in-close ones.
Neither team is hitting well in this early going.
Well, some of the players outside of Austin need to step up and do something out there because they're really keen on him.
Oh,
and
my.
He's had a chance. He's made nice passes, and we're just not hitting the shots.
Slaybaugh, he's going to pop a three off the right side. No good. Up for the rebound was Hartzell. It goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by Westview. So Lakeland will inbound underneath the Westview basket.
Westview now 0 for 5 from 3, if I got my stats right. They're giving us that shot probably because they scouted us.
That's true. 29%.
They're just determined. The last game, Central Noble, really, Austin just tore them up inside and made all layups, and they're not letting them get there.
Excellent defense so far for Lakeland. And the drive that time, not so excellent defense that time by Westview. Arroyo drove it all the way down the lane and put it up and in. 7-0 Lakeland. Now Slaybaugh tries to drive it. He'll scoop it up, and finally Westview gets on the scoreboard with just 1:46 to go in the first quarter.
It was a hard-earned layup right there.
Yes, it was.
Well, the thing we can't let slip just because our offense isn't working is our defense, and I think they're starting to get easier and easier catches and shots. But
Cook misses a 10-footer, and the rebound is grabbed by Grau. He'll get it to Brill, back to Grau. A swing it around to Reinhold, right side. Then to Brill.
Yeah, we missed Caden in the lane that time. He was wide open on the post. I think that's a good spot to get the ball because he's really good in there.
Slaybaugh fakes a shot. He'll scoop it up, misses off the front of the rim, and the rebound's yanked down by Cole Reel. Reel, right side goes to Cook. Now Hartzell can't find the shot. He'll give off to Arroyo. Once again, drives the lane. This time he misses on the left-handed layup, and then he makes the frustration foul on Daniel Yoder. Second foul on Arroyo.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Get his second foul this early.
Anthony Kankurian comes in. Another football player, 5'9" senior, running back. He's quick. With the ball is Slaybaugh. He'll put it up from just beyond the free throw line, and he gets the roll.
Well, the team, vast majority of his shots are layups, and so people are playing to give him the shot, and tonight he's taking it, and he's hit well, that's his first jump shot he's made. Lakeland now going for one with 25 seconds to go.
7-4 ball game, Lakeland with the lead. Working back out front now, it'll come to Kankurian. He'll take it between the circles now. Bounce pass it down low, off the shins of the Lakeland player, stolen by Slaybaugh. He'll take it all the way down, lay it up and in at the buzzer.
Wow, that's just a sense he had of the time. I don't know if he was able to look at the clock or not, but he knew he had just enough time to get to the basket. What a move.
Unbelievable. So at the end of one, it's Lakeland 7 and Austin Slabaugh 6. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this 60-second timeout. Can we go? No? Okay. I think I'm going to stand up.
Yeah, this seat's about cutting the circulation off on my
no,
legs.
that's what had happened up in here in my upper thighs. It's like pinching me.
Man, Austin he's a budding superstar. He really is. We haven't seen a player like him in a long time.
He's got such natural abilities. It's too bad he's not like 6'4", but he can still grow a little bit.
Yeah.
Are we back? Okay, we're back at Lakeland High School. Back to action. 7-6 is our score. Lakeland with the 1-point lead. Westview's come back from a 7-0 deficit.
I'd like to see if we could get Caden down on the post or in the lane somewhere. I think he's got a favorable matchup, and he really feels comfortable in there. Down on the post to Daniel, that's a good one too.
Shots up and off the glass and good by Daniel Yoder. First two of the night for Daniel, and that gives the Warriors a lead at 8-7. Lakeland with the ball now out front is Kyle Hartsoe. They'll take it right side on the pass. It'll go to Cook. Cook drives it into the paint, then gives out to Concurian to Reel left side. Reel takes it in. Hands it off out front to Cook. Cook trying to penetrate that Warrior offense. Now a little jumper off the right side from 12, no good. Rebound Hartsoe, and he's fouled underneath. That'll be a two-shot foul coming for Kyle Hartsoe.
Yeah, Camden was doing his best to try to strip it down low, but he was able to get it up. Austin blocked it, but they called the foul on Camden.
Hartsoe, one of three for the free throw line. Shots up, and now he's 1 of 4. If he misses that one, he'll get one more.
Owen Brill comes in for Caden. Give him a little break.
So we've got Camden Yoder, Austin Slabaugh, Daniel Yoder, Owen Brill, and Kane Reinhold on the floor for Westview. Another short shot by Hartsoe, and the rebound to Slabaugh. Slabaugh gets it out front to Daniel Yoder. He'll hand it off to Brill, now to Reinhold. Right side to Camden Yoder. Bounce pass at the elbow, rejected, and comes right back out to Camden. Reinhold now with it. Fake by Slabaugh, down the baseline. Tries to get it out, he does. Daniel Yoder gets it on the ricochet. They'll go to Brill. Brill now called for an offensive foul as he tried to drive the baseline on Cook.
Lakeland is technically in a man-to-man defense, but it almost looks like a zone because they're not chasing us out to the line, and they're really sagging in the lane. And so our drives, we're driving pretty well and kicking, but they're in really good position right now. So just keep hammering, keep prodding, and we should find some openings.
Hartsoe brings it across the timeline. Camden Yoder on him out front. He'll go left side with it too. Carlson has just checked in. And the ball loose and stolen by Daniel Yoder. Daniel tries to take it to the basket. He's cut off there by Concurian. He'll bring it out front to Slabaugh, top of the key. Fakes, drives the lane. Hook shots up, no good, but he's fouled. That'll be a two-shot foul coming for Austin Slabaugh.
Well, he's hit an outside shot, and he's not afraid to take it, so that time of the pump fake got the defender out of position. And that's all it takes for him to get in the lane.
Austin with 6 of his team's 8 points. Chance to add to that here, and he bangs in the free throw. He'll get one more. Mylan Miller getting set to check in.
I noticed on the stats, Milan is our 4th leading rebounder on the season.
He gets a lot of rebounds when he gets in there, yeah.
And he's, what is he, the 7th man, I think? 7th or 8th?
Yep. Shots up and good by Slabaugh on the second shot.
Coach adjusting some of the defensive matchups out there now with Milan in there. We got Austin on Hartsaw at the top of the key.
Hartsaw with the basketball. Goes left side with it to Carlson. Carlson to Cook, and he double dribbles. Looked like he was thinking about passing, and then he kept going.
Well, now this is the quarter Lakeland's having trouble scoring.
Yeah,
We're not exactly lighting it up, but
Hartsaw out, Rio back in for Lakeland.
4-0 this quarter, Westview.
10-7 ball game. Westview with the lead. Slabaugh, top of the circle, goes left side, almost overthrew Grau. Grau will take the shot from inside the arc, misses, battle for the rebound, and it's yanked out of there by Carlson. Justin Carlson, the 6'4 senior. Looking for help, he'll get it to Reel out front. Reel goes left side, Conturian left open for 3, and he hits.
Yeah, he caught that in rhythm, and Milan wasn't out there far enough and shot it right over him.
Conturian off the bench. She's averaging almost 5 points a game.
I'd like to see Caden get in the lane and get an easy one. He's rushing his jumper out there, and we really need him to score. There we tried to get it into him, but got tipped away from behind.
Stolen by Cook, and back on the Lakers now. 4:45 to go, first half. All tied up at 10. Cole Reel looks down low. He'll get it to Merrifield. Merrifield tries to drive on Reinhold, and then he's picked up by Daniel Yoder. Twisting shot underneath is no good, but the whistle and a foul. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming for Merrifield.
Yeah, Reinhold had good position that time, but he kind of put his arms forward, and that's where he got the foul called. 10-10, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Merrifield at the strike for the first time tonight.
Is he the first person besides Hartsaw to shoot a free throw?
I believe he is. Shots up short.
So they're 1 for 6 now from the free throw line. Another
Yeah.
thing I realized is when Arroyo's out there, they have 3 left-handers in their starting lineup.
That's unusual. Lakers had stats for their scoring and rebounding and steals and that type of thing, but not team stats for anything. Merrifield hits 1 out of 2 of his free throws, giving Lakeland a 1-point lead at 11-10. Ball goes off the heel. It looked like of Austin Slabaugh and out of bounds. That'll be Lakeland's ball.
You know, that's where he's had so much success. Maybe he just tried to do a little bit too much there.
It's all right. Lakeland brings it up. Arroyo back in the game. He's playing with 2 fouls. Goes left side on the pass to Reel. Reel right side, Carlson for 3, and he hits.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted that one. That was a really confident stroke, and we've got to get out on him quicker.
He's averaging 9. Didn't start tonight. With the ball, Slabaugh behind the back dribble. Goes left side. Milan Miller left open, short on the 3. Rebound goes to Cook, and he'll get it to Arroyo.
Yeah, I don't mind Milan taking that. He can hit those, and we need somebody to step up here and score.
Exactly. Driving is Cook. Fakes a shot. Fall away jumper off the glass too hard. Tipped into the hands of Daniel Yoder, and back come the Warriors.
Yeah, Austin made that play, tipping the rebound away.
Grau gets it to Milan Miller.
Ooh, one more dribble, and he could have had a short shot in there, but gave it up quickly to Caden.
I think he thought Caden had the 3, but that got shut down pretty quick. Daniel now for 3, and he's left open. Hits short. Milan Miller, there's a rebound. Ryan Holt. And we have a timeout called by Coach Pribble, who was yelling for it for a while. Finally got it called. 3:06 to go. First half, Westview down 14-10 to Lakeland. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotional products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get where you LaGwana go.
Just like you, we understand that hard work is hard to come by these days. That's why we're starting the next generation of Height Auto Body at such a young age. From meticulous prep work to a mirror-like finish, we ensure every detail shines. Whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, Height Auto Body has got you covered. Bring your car to us and we'll take care of it with expertise and care. Height Auto Body, family owned, trusted for generations.
3:06 shows on the clock here at Lakeland. 14-10, Lakeland with the 4-point lead over Westview. Both teams coming out of their huddle after the timeout called there by Coach Pribble.
Westview 4 for 17 from the floor, including 0 for 6 from 3.
And I will have to give you credit. That's what you approximated it to be. It was right on. Shot is short on the three-pointer by Grau, but Westview's able to get the rebound on the offensive board. Slaybaugh gives off to Mylan Miller. He'll go right side. Grau will take a long three, and that's nothing but air. Mylan Miller saves it from going out of bounds. Well, I guess he doesn't. His foot was on the out-of-bounds line. And Lakeland will inbound underneath the Westview basket.
So make that 0 for 8 from 3 and 4 for 19. Not to keep piling on, but these are just facts. So they're working hard. They're trying hard. It's just baskets are hard to come by right now. So we got to mentally stay in the game until we can get our offense going.
Ball knocked away. I think they're using, 10-foot baskets out there. And
it seemed like a 12-footer that time.
Well, yeah, and even Lakeland's missing those free throws off the front of the bottom of the rim almost.
Yeah, Lakeland only 2 for 8, I think, from the free throw line. 2 for 7, maybe.
Ball nice, stolen.
Nice steal by Caden that time.
Those long arms, he got his hands in there, knocked it away and stole it. Daniel, spin move inside, shots up, no good. Tipped around and grabbed by Carlson. Well, no, that's Shakow is in the ball game now. 6'3" senior, number 42. Real with it out front. Lakeland spreading it out. Driving is Real, and then they'll shoot it out left side, back out front. It'll come to Carlson.
Interesting strategy. They kind of got momentum, but here they're killing the clock a little bit. Probably just to see if they can spread us out and get an easy one.
Driving is Arroyo. They'll continue to keep it spread out here. Rio with it, top of the circle. Tries to drive on Mylan Miller and then gives it off to Shakow right side. He'll go to Carlson. He drives. Wide open underneath. Shots up off the glass and good by Keegan Merrifield.
Yeah, so 45 seconds off the clock and a layup. Exactly what they wanted.
Slaybaugh gets it to Grau.
Well, there's no movement out here. We're just standing around, and we're looking for guys to pass to, and we're just kind of standing. So need to get organized. We got 4 guys on one side of the floor right now, and pretty easy to guard when you're like that.
Coach Pribble trying to get the offense lined up. Slaybaugh has it out front. He'll hand it off to Grau. Inside 40 seconds to go now in the first half. 6-point lead for Lakeland at 16-10. Grau fakes a shot, drives toward the basket, has it knocked away, but into the hands of Mylan Miller. Mylan out front to Slaybaugh with 20 seconds to go. Slaybaugh will pop it just inside the free throw circle, misses, and good rebound. Well, he had it for a split second there. Mylan Miller, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Lakeland basketball. Good hustle by Mylan. Didn't quite corral it. So Lakeland will inbound it down in the corner on the Westview side, far side from where we are.
Yeah, I almost would like to see us go for one shot there. As bad as we're shooting and playing offensively, let's just get out of this half and not let them increase the lead.
Arroyo drives, he'll put it up off the glass, no good. knocked out on the floor, and that's the buzzer to end the first half here at Lakeland High School. So our score at halftime, Lakeland will take a 6-point lead to their locker room. 16-10 is the score. Lakeland leading Westview. We'll be back with stats and scoring with Jamie and Dan right after this.
LaGwana is your local one-stop shop for design, print and signage, vehicle graphics, publications, web design, photography, promotion products. LaGwana, the better we know you, the better we serve you. Like what you see? Get started today at LaGwana.com. LaGwana, helping you get who you want to go.
That heads up.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit.
I got one more
Some
point
see a
than we
coach
have.
sending a runner home.
Daniel had 2.
We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future.
He had 2, and
Proud to keep education
Austin had 8.
in
Isn't
front
that
of
our
athletics
Okay, he
since
missed all his free
1903.
throws?
No, he
Austin?
made both of them.
Okay, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so he had 6 points from the field then.
Yeah.
Okay. So he had 8, yeah, instead of 9. Okay. Now everything adds up.
Well, this shouldn't take long.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Welcome back to Lakeland High School, where at halftime Lakeland leads Westview 16-10. That's correct. That's not the end of the first quarter. That's halftime. So the other night scoring was easy and often in the first half. Tonight, not the case. As a determined Lakeland squad has kind of put the clamps on our offense. Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant, serving delicious home-style meals including hearty breakfast, lunches on the go, delicious suppers, and some of the best pies and desserts you'll find anywhere. That's Tiffany's Restaurant. So individually tonight, Lakeland, Kyle Hartsaw has 1 point. I think he's 1 for 6 from the free throw line, or 1 for 5.
5, yeah.
Anthony Kanakram, I know I butchered that name, but he's got a 3, number 4 out there, 5'9" senior. Kean Arroyo has 2. Levi Cook has 4, Keegan Merrifield 3, and Justin Carlson 3. So the high point man for Lakeland has 4 points tonight.
But they've got a bunch of guys that score.
Good balance, yeah. They've had 6 guys that enter the scoring column. On the other hand, it is Austin Slayball with 8 and Daniel Yoder with 2, our 2 sophomores, and that's all that's scored tonight. So we touched on some of the shooting earlier. So Dan, enlighten us.
Okay, so we are 4 of 11 inside the arc so far. We are 0 for 10 from three-point range, so we're 4 of 21. So 4 of 20 would be, 16%, so it's worse than 16% we're shooting from the field right now. The good news is we're 100% from the free throw line, but we've only had 2 there. So, yeah, it's not been good. We got our first offensive board with 3:06 to go in the half. Right now we have 9 boards. I got them down for 16, but they also only have 2 offensive boards. Wow. So they scored the first 7 points. We scored the next 10, and we scored all 10 of our points with 1:48 to go in the first period to 5:59 in the second. So in 3 minutes and 49 seconds, we scored 10 points.
So
The rest of the 12 minutes, we didn't score.
And we haven't scored in the last 6 minutes.
We have not scored in the last 5:59. And they scored 7, we scored 10, they scored 9. We're just taking turns.
Wow.
So yeah, it's our run has been the biggest. We had 10 in a row, but they had a 7 and a 9. I'm not sure what to say. It's not been pretty anywhere.
It's unusual to see a Westview team under Coach Preble struggle to score. That's one thing they've been really good at over the years, and we got good scorers out there. We're going to have to hit some outside shots if we're going to win this game. I mean, it seems obvious to say, but Lakeland's not giving us layups like most other teams have. And the driving lanes are blocked off. They're effectively playing almost like a zone.
Yeah, they're dropping back, filling everything up. Yeah.
So they're just making the plays. It's just what I see from our team out there is, I think we're discouraged because our shots aren't falling, and so I think Milan's playing really hard out there, and Austin's playing hard, and I think the other guys are trying, but they just got to make some plays.
Yeah, somehow. I mean, we've got to shake something loose and get some confidence. I mean, Caden's
he's trying hard.
He's trying hard,
he's
but
not
he's
giving
right
up.
now. Nothing's going, but he's still asking for the ball, which is good to see because we know he can hit those.
Yeah.
But my goodness, how frustrating that has to be. So, I mean, Camden's only shot once. Didn't make it. Caden's missed 5. Brill shot once, didn't make it. Well, he shot twice, but one was a charging foul. Milan shot once, didn't make it. Daniels 1 for 3, and all the rest of the shots we've taken have been Austin, and he just, no matter how much he spins and twirls around in there, he couldn't get the ball to go for quite a while.
Yeah, all his shots have been a great degree of difficulty.
Yes.
Getting them off.
So, I mean, he took some threes. He had some outside shots, but he didn't get those to go either. So, yeah, I'm sure it's frustrating overall. So, I mean, turnovers, it's not, I show us with 3 and them with 5, so there's not been a lot of turnovers. It's just we cannot buy a bucket.
They're not putting a lot of pressure on the ball. They're just sagging back in the lane.
Yeah.
And so
you're right. If we could hit outside, start hitting some shots outside, that would certainly change.
Yeah,
things.
if we just hit 30% from the floor, we're probably up by 2 or 4 in this game.
Yeah.
But
well, I found it amazing that, with 1:48 to go, it was our first points of the game. But by the end of the quarter, we were only down 1. And then we scored the first 4 in the second quarter, took the lead, and I thought, okay, here we go. And then we just stopped scoring again for the rest of the next 6 minutes.
Yeah, it did.
So
it looked, from this angle, it looked like we weren't really running offense out there. It looks like we were just kind of congested on one side of the court. We're a little confused by Lakeland's defense, I think. We're not getting some of the shots we normally get. And we looked a little flustered. But, this is a young team. And it's led by the youth.
Yeah.
And they'll adjust. And I think the coaching staff will make some adjustments and get us going here in the second.
Well, and I think if they can hit a couple shots, it could real quick change. And
definitely.
But boy, we got to hit some shots. We got to do something to change it because right now I'm thinking they think they can't score, and we need them to not think that anymore.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just it can be what's the word I'm looking for. Contagious.
Yeah.
You hit a couple, then suddenly you're confident and things just start flowing. You play a little harder on defense, you get out on a break, and so forth. So it's just going to take a gutty effort to come back here against a very disciplined and sound Lakeland team that probably overall we have a little more skill and talent, but at this point they're soundly beating us, and I think we're probably fortunate to only be down 6 because they've missed 5 free throws.
Yes, they're 2 of 7.
2 of 7 from the line.
So yeah,
we could be down 20 pretty easy, or down 10 pretty easy here.
Yeah.
So, and we'll take a quick break. There's about a minute 45 to go before the start of the second half. We'll be back to Lakeland High School right after this.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Just like you, we understand that hard work is hard to come by these days. That's why we're starting the next generation of high auto body at such a young age. From meticulous prep work to a mirror-like finish, we ensure every detail shines. Whether it's a minor fender bender or a major collision, Height Auto Body has got you covered. Bring your car to us and we'll take care of it with expertise and care. Height Auto Body, family owned, trusted for generations.
Tonight's halftime show is brought to you by Tiffany's Restaurant, serving delicious home-style meals, including hearty breakfasts, lunches on the go, delicious suppers, and some of the best pies and desserts you'll find anywhere. Well, I know that halftime opinion making by me was not anything brilliant. We got to make more shots.
Pretty simple.
Very simple.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're going to have at least one of those games during the year, and this is it. Hopefully it's the only one. But 4 for 21 in the first half. I hate to say this on air. I don't think we can shoot any worse in the second half. But Lakeland will get the ball here to start the second half. Let's see if we can get a stop and get out on the break and get an easy one. A lot of times getting easy ones gets you going. The thing is, Lakeland's not giving us any easy ones.
They're not. They're playing good defense, no doubt. Lakeland gets the ball first. Kian Arroyo gets it into the hands of Hartsoe. Looking for a backdoor there. Didn't work out. They'll go right side to Cook. It's like we have the original starting lineups for both teams in the ball game. Hartsoe, Arroyo, Reel, along with Cook and Merrifield for Lakeland. We have Slaybaugh, Daniel Yoder, Camden Yoder, Caden Grau, and Owen Brill. Lakeland still with the ball, working against tough Westview defense here. Westview down 6, 16-10 now. Just inside the arc, shot from the top of the circle is no good by Reel, and Daniel Yoder grabs a rebound.
Nice tiptoeing on the baseline to keep that in bounds.
Yeah, that was good athleticism to keep his balance there and keep from getting that out of bounds line. Camden Yoder with it, now out front for Westview. Austin Slaybaugh, Caden Grau, they'll swing it around to Camden. On the baseline, fake by Slaybaugh. He's double teamed down there. Can't find a shot. He'll give it to Daniel. Camden, now Daniel. Camden left open for three, and he misses. Rebounds pulled down by Lakeland's Arroyo. He'll bring it all the way up and then give off to Reel. Bounce pass inside. Good defense by Grau on Merrifield. Can't get the shot to go. Knocked around and ricochets out front to Hartsoe. He'll get it inside the lane. Good block by Caden Grau, but he's going to get called for the foul. Merrifield tried to go up for the jump hook, and he missed.
I think Caden's
Grau
doing
got his hand in.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job in there on Merrifield. Merrifield's just a little bigger maybe, but I don't know. That was a ticky-tack foul, I thought.
Merrifield eyeing the basket. He has 3 points for Lakeland of their 16. And now 4 points of their 17. As he hits his first free throw, he'll get one more.
As hard as we're fighting, man, it would just take one guy hitting a couple threes, and we are alive and well. Almost got one the last time trip down the floor with Camden.
Second shot by Merrifield is good. 8-point lead now for Lakeland. Slaybaugh brings it across the timeline for Westview. Will go right side to Grau, back to Slaybaugh. From the elbow right side, tries to drive it. Can't find room there, gives out to Grau. Grau plows his way in, dialed up and in. Good job.
Nice body control that time to not get a charge.
And believe it or not, that's Caden's first 2 points of this ball game. Of course, Westview's only got 12 on the board. Ball knocked away from behind by Daniel, but it's retained possession-wise by Lakeland. Hartsoe with the basketball out front. He drives on Brill, picks up his dribble and gets the pass off out front to Cook. Levi Cook hands it off out front to Rio. Rio drives. Lakeland very patient on offense. There's Arroyo driving it down the lane and puts it up and in. His 4th point tonight. Back to an 8-point lead for Lakeland, 20-12. Ball goes out of bounds. And now we're going to have it overturned. They were going to give the ball to Lakeland, and looks like it's going to get overturned. It's going to be Westview basketball.
Yeah, about 3 Lakeland guys smacked that out of Brill's hands. I'm not sure. I think everybody else in the gym knew where it went, but good work by the refereeing crew there to get it right.
That's right. They had a whole conference and decided. Grau with a 3 off the inbound pass, and he got it.
Yeah, all it takes is his confidence to start drilling some shots. That's big.
brings Westview back within 5 now at 20-15. Nearing the 5-minute mark to go in the third quarter. Driving is Cook high off the glass and good. And what do we have? Basket counts. It's a blocking foul on Westview.
Yeah, Caden turned his shoulder as the guy. I think if he had stayed straight, he might have got the call, but he turned his shoulder into him. And one thing that they're doing better this half is driving the lane. We're not adjusting one of their drives, and they're getting layups every trip down the court.
Cook will be at the stripe, trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And he got it.
Lakeland's got about a, 10-2 advantage on free throw attempts tonight.
They haven't made that many, but they have here in the second half.
Yeah, they're 3 for 3 now in the second half.
Slaybaugh fakes the three from deep, gives it off to Brill left side. He'll go to Grau. Grau left open from the other side for three, misses. Tipped around. Daniel had it, but it was knocked out of his hands, and Cook grabs it to Arroyo, and now Arroyo gets his pocket picked by Daniel. He's going to drive all the way down. Good pass across the lane to Slaybaugh, and he puts it in.
Yeah, he waited on Slaybaugh to catch up and dished it off for 2.
Slaybaugh now with 10, 23-17. Lakeland with the lead. Hartzell throws it out of bounds. It'll be Westview ball. Pass was intended for Merrifield.
That was really a big play by Daniel to chase that from behind and get that steal and turn that into 2. They had an 8-point lead with the ball, and we stole it and got it down to 6. And now we have it again.
Chance to cut into that lead even more here for the Warriors. 4:08 to go, third quarter. Brill shoots it across to Daniel Yoder down the baseline. Reverse layup by Slaybaugh is good. Westview back within 4 now, 23-19. After being down at halftime by 6, 16-10, and then we were down, 8?
I think 8 was their biggest lead.
Yeah, it was 20-12. And we have a whistle, and what do we have here?
I think he got blood.
Oh, okay. Elbow. He was pointing to the elbow, and I thought, I've never seen that call, but yeah, it's
yeah,
it's blood
I was
on the
thinking
elbow.
the same for a while. It's like I'm not familiar with that signal. That's more like a targeting call in football or something.
Yeah, that's right. Got a few drops of blood on the floor, so both teams are going to come to their benches while we get the cleaning crew out there. 3:42 to go in the third quarter, 23-19. Westview is chipping away at this Lakeland lead. A little better second half.
Well, it's just a better
for Westview.
Yeah, it's just a better flow. See, it was 16-10 at halftime. So this quarter, it's now 9-7 Westview.
Right.
So a little more, only halfway through the quarter. So a little more normal high school type scoring in the third quarter, which you would expect. I mean, you're not going to hold a team to 20 points unless
well,
you're
you
Northridge playing Angola.
Yeah, that's true.
It's rare.
Oh, my.
I've been part of a coaching staff where we scored in the 20s. I think it was only once, and that was the game over at Fairfield several years ago. That, it was just flat out ugly. I think we shot under 20% for the game.
Oh, my goodness.
And it's just one of those games. But
yeah,
we ended up picking up one sectional that year, so it's just one of those off games.
Sometimes it takes a loss to make a victory in the future.
Dan just said we're shooting 4 for 6 this quarter after 4 for 21 in the first half.
Well, there we go.
And we hit a 3. So I think we're 1 for 2 from 3.
So both teams coming back out on the hardwood now as they get most of the blood cleaned up. Westview graduate Ryan Yoder out there doing the custodial work. He's the AED, athletic director here at Lakeland High School now. Lakeland inbounding underneath their own basket. Bringing it in is Arroyo. He'll get the pass in to Carlson, who's just entered the game. Back to Arroyo, and he'll trade places with Carlson out front. They go left side with it on the pass to Cook. Cook with Daniel on him like glue. Shot from the corner is good on a 3 by Arroyo, his first 3 of the night. And
that hurt because we had to we had to slide over and help to stop the drive and left him open.
Grau left open for 3, and he answers on the other end. 26-22, back to a 4-point lead now for Lakeland. Hartzell with it out front, goes right side on the pass to Cook. Cook on the wing, working against Daniel Yoder, gets it to Arroyo out front. Now they'll feed Merrifield underneath. He goes to Cook. Cook drives. He'll shoot over Daniel off the glass and good. Banged it in from about 8 feet out.
That's where having a 6-foot center hurts you.
Yeah.
You throw it in there and just shoot it over him. But, you know, that's better than some of the times Daniel's been prone to go for the steal and missing it, and then you give him an easy one. But in that time, he made it shoot him right over him. We'll take that. That's just a tough shot made by Cook.
Slaybaugh, bounce pass into Yoder, right back to Slaybaugh. Drives it into the paint, then goes right side. Grau fakes the 3, drives the baseline. He'll take a fall-away jumper, misses a shot, tries to follow, and now we have a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Caden.
Well, he tried to make up for it after he missed the shot, and that frequently the call you're going to see there. Well, now we're in a state where whatever team misses first is starting to fall behind.
That's
so
right.
It's really a contrast in shooting.
2:25 to go, third quarter. Arroyo out front with the basketball for Lakeland. He'll dish it off to Hartzell. Left side pass comes to Reel. Reel tries to drive on with the Westview player. Ball knocked away and grabbed by Daniel Yoder. Reinhold in the ball game. Number 35. Shots up, no good. And we have a traveling violation called on Austin Slaybaugh as he goes for the shot down the lane.
Yeah, just trying to do a little bit too much that time. And he thought that he got fouled, and he probably did, but it's going to be tough to get that call. So we got a full timeout with 2:04 left in the third quarter. Westview down 28-22.
Back in 60.
Let me see a volleyball match. We see a
Well,
student athlete
all that action, and we're still down the same we were at halftime.
Yeah.
proud to keep education in front of
Every-
athletics since 1903.
Hear the calls of the auctioneers at the Shipshewana Antique Auction every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Feel the thrill as 6 to 9 auctioneers showcase a variety of antiques, collectibles, treasures, and more. Whether in search of a unique find or something for your next DIY project, you'll find it at the Shipshewana Auction, and it's different every week. Bid on thousands of items from pickers from all over. To learn how to buy or sell, visit ShipshewanATradingPlace.com. Going once, twice, sold on the best deals at the Shipshewana Antique Auction.
Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Action here. Lakeland will be inbounding underneath the Westview basket, and Westview will apply some full court pressure here. Bounce pass from Arroyo comes into Hartzell. He'll work it up court against Owen Brill. Crosses the timeline, gets a pass right side of Arroyo. Arroyo stops up just beyond the free throw line, misses badly, and Grau with a rebound. He'll get it to Yoder. Daniel Yoder, that is. Out front, it'll come to Austin Slaybaugh, not a Grau. Slaybaugh in the corner, Brill. He'll go down low to Kane. He'll put it up and good. Kane Reinhold, good jump hook there to get Westview a couple more points. 28-24, Westview down 4. Reel drives, and we have a reach-in foul.
Yeah, Ryan Kane was a little handsy that time, and there's a little bit of an advantage speed-wise in that matchup for Lakeland, and he took advantage of it that time.
Hartzell inbounding. Tries to get the pass into Carlson, knocked out of bounds by Caden Grau. Hartzell looking to get the pass in. He does into the backcourt to Arroyo, and Arroyo crosses the timeline. He'll get it to Carlson. Carlson drives it, fakes, puts it up with a left hand, and got the shot to go. Good move inside the lane by Carlson.
Yeah, Lakeland's just throwing it inside this half and going one-on-one, and so far they've had success with that.
Good ball movement by Westview. Shot inside by Daniel. Misses, gets his own rebound, then it's tapped out to Brill. Brill gets it to Slaybaugh out front. Right side it'll come to Grau. Back to Brill. They'll swing it. Reinhold with a three. Misses a shot and it goes all the way over the glass. And it'll be Lakeland basketball. Inbounding will be Arroyo under pressure. Gives off to Cook. Back to Arroyo. Slaybaugh hawking him as he brings it across the timeline. Left side pass, Carlson. Carlson brings it out front on the dribble. And he'll get it to Reel.
Lakeland's holding for one shot again with their spread offense.
20 seconds to go, third quarter. Lakeland by 6, 30-24. Arroyo gets it to Cook. Out front it'll come to Hartzell. Under 10. We're down to 5. Down the lane is Hartzell, and he puts it up with the left hand and good. Westview's not going to get a shot off the end of third quarter. So Lakeland's built an 8-point lead at the end of this third quarter, and they'll go to their bench with a 32-24 lead over Westview. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this 60-second timeout.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week. Scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken. And then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at Five Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe, offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
32-24 is our score as we begin the fourth quarter. Westview will be inbounding the basketball across the court from our vantage point. Daniel Yoder gets the bounce pass in to Slaybaugh. He'll get it back to Daniel. Daniel goes left side to Austin Slaybaugh. Now to Grau. Grau fakes the three, gives out to Brill. He'll take the three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it's yanked out of there by Reel. Cole Reel with the ball. Kane Reinhold out on him. Now to Carlson.
Yeah, Lakeland definitely in no hurry all night long. They can kind of put you to sleep as a fan and a player. And it can be frustrating to guard them for, 30, 40, 50 seconds and then have them score.
Good pass underneath. Arroyo found Cook under the basket, and he has 11 now. Cook came in with a 3.6 average, but he already has 11 here tonight. Slaybaugh, he'll pop a three. And a hit. Nothing but net for Austin.
Yeah, Austin, I think, has just said, well, I think I'm just going to have to do it.
15 points now for Austin. 34-27. Lakeland with the ball and the lead. Cole Reel gets it out front. Arroyo fakes the three. He'll drive, scoop it up, misses a shot, tipped around, and Daniel Yoder comes up with a rebound. Outlet pass to Austin Slaybaugh, now to Grau. Grau will take it, put it up, misses a shot, but he's fouled. I think Reel got his hand in there. It is Reel. He picks up his first foul.
Lakeland outscored Westview 7-6 in the first quarter, 9-4 in the second, 16-14 in the third.
A little bit closer there in the third quarter, but not enough. Shots up, misses. Grau gets one more free throw. Third quarter was by far our most productive with 14 points, but Man.
Yeah, we're scoring easier, but we're also giving up easier this quarter.
That's true. Grau hits his second free throw. That gives Caden 9 for the night. Once again, Westview applying the full court pressure. Inbound pass comes to Arroyo, and the Westview defense will drop off except for Slaybaugh. Arroyo advances it across the timeline. 6:15 to go in the ball game. 34-28 Lakeland.
Well, as I was mentioning in a timeout, we're going to have to stay relatively close to Lakeland, or they're going to go to this spread, and it's going to be really hard to take the ball from them.
They're a disciplined team.
Well, they are, and if the thing is, extending your defense opens it up for their drivers, and usually leads to layups. So that's just difficult to do for any defense.
Ball inbounded by Arroyo to Hartzell. They'll get it out front to Carlson. Carlson hands it off to Hartzell. Now to Rio out front. And we have a whistle and a foul's going to be called. I believe Austin Slaybaugh, excuse me, is going to pick that one up. Camden Yoder.
Yeah, I think they got Camden on that.
Second foul on Camden. 34-28. Lakeland inbounding with the lead. Carlson down the baseline off the inbound pass. He tried to get it off the shins of the Westview player. It goes right into his teammate's hand.
Yeah, that's just bad luck there. We had a stop, and they threw a wild pass and went right to him.
Shot was good by Cook. Now on the other end, Grau pops a three from the left side, and it's good.
Down to 5. 36-31, 5:27 to go.
With the ball is Real. Still haven't crossed the timeline. Now Arroyo does. To Real on the pass. We tried to trap him out there. Not Arroyo. Fakes the three, drives the lane, and we got another reach-in foul called on Westview.
Yeah, I don't think we want to get this much foul trouble. If we get in the bonus with this much time to go, it's really going to be tough to come back unless Lakeland misses free throws.
Third foul on Brill. Arroyo will inbound to the left of their own basket underneath. It's the pass into Cook. He'll unload it out front to Hartzell. Top of the circle. Hartzell drives on Brill, then feeds Carlson on the baseline under the basket. And he's chopped down on by Daniel Yoder.
The next foul will be, they'll be in the bonus the rest of the game.
And now Daniel with 3 fouls. Inbounding Arroyo again, this time to the right side of his basket. Wide open on the pass inside. The shot's up and good by Cook.
Yeah, they've done that twice to us in this game. So that's 4 points off inbounds plays, and it's only a 7-point game.
Driving, Grau has it knocked away and stolen. Pass, and now it's stolen away from Cook by Daniel Yoder. So Westview back with possession. Driving, Slaybaugh scoops it up. Can't get it to go, and the rebound's pulled down by Carlson. And now we have another foul. This is going to be on Brill at midcourt. Not the area of the court you want him to commit.
Yeah, I don't know if he fouled there on purpose because Austin was down on the other end or what, but we have had a lot of just fouls far away from the basket here in this fourth quarter. So
timeout on the court. Westview wants to talk things over. Full timeout, 4:36 to go, fourth quarter, 38-31. Lakeland leading, back in 60.
With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Back at Lakeland High School, Carlson at the free throw line with a pair of free throws coming his way, trying to extend that Lakeland lead to 9 if he hits both. First shot's up and rolls in.
Yeah, this could be Lakeland's biggest lead of the night, I believe, if he makes this.
It would even their biggest lead, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe no. That's right, because they were up 8 a couple times. I think you're right. Misses that one. Ball saved from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Westview. Daniel Yoder with it, left side, pulls it out front to Slaybaugh. He'll take it from the free throw line. Got it. 39-33, Westview back within 6. 4:10 to go. With the ball, Real. He's trapped there, gets it out of trouble to Hartzell. No look pass underneath, shots up off the glass and good by Cook.
Yeah, that's what happens when you extend the defense. A good team. I thought we had a chance to get a steal there, but we just kind of watched the ball as it hung out on the ground.
Brill for 3. He got it. First points of the night for Owen Brill.
Nice confidence for Owen to step up and hit that after he hasn't scored yet tonight.
That was huge. 41-36, 5-point lead now for Lakeland. Dangerous pass, loose on the floor, but beautiful pass by Arroyo, and they get an easy basket underneath, and there's a foul.
Yeah, again, we're an inch from getting the ball, and they end up with a layup and a foul.
So once again, Carlson go to the free throw line. Chance to extend the Laker lead back to 8. Eight points for Carlson off the bench. Shot goes. He completes a three-point play. 43-36. Brill gives off to Daniel or to Slaybaugh. Got a growl. He drives the baseline wide open. He bangs it in off the glass. 43-38.
Well, we still have time if we can just get a stop or two here, but we haven't got a stop in a long time.
Hartzell drives, he'll scoop it up and put it in. Before he had been dishing it off to the open guy coming in off the wing, but that time he kept it himself. Shot inside the paint, Brill with 2 buckets in a row. This one a 2. 6-point lead for Lakeland, 2:45. We need a stop here. Arroyo on a bounce pass across the timeline to Real. Real double team, gets it out of trouble to Arroyo. Arroyo double team, tries to get it between Westview defenders, stolen away, coming up with a loose basketball. Now it's knocked away from behind, a scrum on the floor, and coming out of there with it. And we've got a foul that's going to be called on Cook.
I think they got a timeout.
Oh, a timeout was called, okay.
Well, we finally got a steal, and we just it's been a frustrating game. That's just no other way to say it.
2:23 to go in this ball game. 6-point lead for Lakeland. We'll be back right after this 60-second timeout.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit our expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood, custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Lakeland inbounding with a 6-point lead, 46-40, 2:23 to go in this ball game. Earlier tonight, the girls were victorious in the varsity contest 52-51 against the Lady Lakers. Real. Now to Arroyo, and once again, stolen by Westview. Driving sleigh ball. He'll put it up off the glass and got it. We're down to 4 now, or 4. Yeah,
4-point lead.
46-42.
2 minutes to go. That's 2 straight turnovers for Lakeland.
Once again, approaching the half-court line. Get it across to Real. Not a Cook, almost off his fingertips, but he was able to regain possession. Arroyo looking for help, and he calls a timeout. Good trap by Westview.
Yeah, we're starting to key in on how they do things a little bit, and our traps are becoming more effective as the game goes on. 20-second time, or 30-second time.
We'll keep it right here. 1:43 to go, 46-42. Westview has cut that Laker lead in half.
The Whistler has sprung into action to try to spur on the Warriors.
There you go. The Westview contingent across the court from us on their feet.
Well, I admire the heart of Westview. It's been a frustrating night. Seemingly every loose ball's gone Lakeland's way. And when you're trying to come back, that can get defeating, but they've hung in there. And we're as close now as we've been in quite a while.
It is, yeah.
And really, we just need another. You get this down to one possession, the whole game changes. So if we can get a steal here or force a miss, we can put some pressure on them.
Lakers inbounding. It'll be Cook trying to bring it in. He gets it into Hartzell in the backcourt, and he'll have to bring it across the timeline. Gets it across, bounce pass to Carlson, and we have a reach-in foul. We had him trapped, and Carlson, not the ball handler that their guards are, was trying to bang it off the shins of the Westview players.
That's just some inexperience there. Even if he didn't touch him, and I don't know if he did or not, but it looked like he did. And that referee all night had a pretty quick whistle when it comes to contact.
Carlson eyes the basket, flies, and hits. He's had a couple like that tonight that hit the front, but he's got the spin that rolls them in.
He's had a nice game tonight. What was he averaging coming in?
He was averaging 9, and he's right there.
Okay.
And that one, the same thing, off the front and then rolled it in.
He uses all parts of the rim.
48-42, Lakeland up by 6. Minute 29 to go. Ball knocked away. Loose on the court, picked up by Carlson.
Yeah, what are you doing there? There's a triple team you're trying to break, and so it's just a force and led to a turnover.
Real trying to get off the pass and can't, but it's regained possession. They still haven't crossed the timeline. Now they do. Arroyo with the basketball out front now. 65 seconds to go in the ball game. 6-point lead for Lakeland. They need a steal or a foul or something here. And it's going to be a reach-in foul. And that's going to be all, that'll be all for Owen Brill. Nope, that's his 4th, sorry. So personal foul number 4 on Owen Brill. Arroyo at the stripe, shooting 2. Hits his first.
Well, none of Lakeland's free throws look pure.
They don't.
But this half, they're all going in.
Nope.
Lakeland opponent, I fully expect to play at least once more this year, possibly twice.
That one spins out, no good. Westview needs to get it up and get a basket here. Still enough time, but they're down 7. Sleigh ball, pop a 3. It's good. That used every part of the rim, but it was effective, and now a quick timeout called by the Warriors. 42.3 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
With no contract and no credit check. No matter where you live, it's available. Bringing America together. J&R Solutions, Internet Service Provider. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Back at Lakeland. 49-45 is our score. 4-point lead for Lakeland with 42.3 seconds to go in this ball game. Lakeland will be trying to inbound under Westview full court pressure. Cook inbounds it to Hartsaw. Hartsaw has it knocked away, stolen by Slaybaugh. And we have a whistle and a foul is going to be on Hartsaw out front.
Lakeland had a bunch of fouls to give, so we'll just have it out of bounds.
Austin Slaybaugh will proceed to the other side of the court to inbound for the Warriors. Checking into the ball game will be Chuck Shakow, big guy, 6'3", senior. Grau pops a three on the inbound. No good. Good block out by Arroyo, and then we have a quick foul by Daniel Yoder.
Well, that would have been big.
Yeah, would have.
To say the least. That would have made it a 1-point game with 30-some seconds to go, but
Daniel fouls out of the ball game. Apparently, I gave Brill one of his fouls. As Daniel is out now, coming in for him is Camden Yoder, or Reinhold. Shots up and good by Arroyo on the other side.
I think Lakeland's shown some susceptibility to pressure. You know,
we
really didn't do that in the first half, but between half-court traps, and they've turned it over quite a bit here in the fourth quarter.
Certainly have. Second shot's up and good by Arroyo, and that might have iced it now. 30 seconds to go. 51-45, 6-point lead. Slaybaugh, another three. This one spins out, no good, and Arroyo with a rebound. And he's fouled. Well, I think they're going to give it to Grau. Reinhold was in there too. There it goes on Caden. Be his fourth. 21.4 seconds to go in the contest. Once again, Arroyo will go to the free throw line. Arroyo, their leading scorer at 15.8 points per game. Misses the free throw. He has 10 so far tonight. He'll get one more. 6-point lead. Have to score in a hurry and get a couple steals here. Second shot by Arroyo is good. And a foul. That's going to be on Cook. Cook his first. Camden Yoder will inbound just before midcourt. And another bump there by Cook.
Yeah, Lakeland fouling on purpose to try to take some time off the clock here. Not sure about that strategy. With the, we haven't been exactly red hot from the field.
Right. 17 and a half seconds to go. Slaybaugh, the inbound pass. Brill drives the lane after faking the three. Puts it in, and he's fouled. Good job by Owen.
Well, Lakeland didn't want to do that. That's for sure.
They didn't, no. Back into the contest comes Carlson for Lakeland, and back out is Shakow. Concurian's coming in as well. And Concurian will come in for Cook. So they have their ball handlers in there. Brill trying to convert the three-point play, and he does. But time is running out on the Warriors. Bounce pass comes into Concurian, and it's knocked away, and we have a foul is going to be called on Reinhold coming in from behind on Concurian. So we'll go to the other end of the court and shoot some free throws with 10.6 to go.
Yeah, a little scramble for the ball there. I thought it was a little bit of a quick whistle. Both of them were going for it, but
last year, Lakeland beat us at Westview, and then we came back in overtime to defeat Lakeland. As I recall, it was pretty soundly in overtime. 61 to 47 or something like that. We had a good overtime period. Concurian misses his first. He'll get one more. Second shot's up, spins out, no good.
well, there's still a glimmer of hope.
Brill with a three, and it bounces over off the back of the iron and over the glass again. Four seconds to go in the ball game. 52-48. Lakeland looking to inbound. Arroyo, baseball pass down. Received by Real, and he'll just hold it. I'll give it to Arroyo, and the clock expires, and Lakeland comes up with a win here tonight on their home court versus Westview. Final score, Lakeland 52 and Westview 48. Jamie and Dan will be back with scoring and stats right after this 2-minute timeout.
People say it's tough to beat the view out west in LaGrange County, but we say it's tough to beat the people.
The people in this area, I feel, make us special.
Westview knows they have something special, a rich tradition of community that has driven their school to all-around excellence for years.
You know, it's a faith-based community. It was a tremendous foundation for me. You know, not just the book learning, but everything else that went with it.
Randy and Roger Yoder are farmers and proud Westview alumni. They coached basketball together at Westview for years and are still involved with the school today.
We quit Milton College here on the farm in '06, and then I did some substitute teaching, and I really enjoyed that. The kids knew us from coaching and stuff, you know, and you just have a lot of community support. And I think some of your bigger schools, you might lose some of that, you know.
Randy, Roger, and their two brothers all attended Westview, as did all their wives.
We now have 2 grandchildren there, and it's just some awesome memories.
Dan Byler owns LaGwana, an all-inclusive printing, design, and media company that works closely with Westview schools.
I graduated from Westview in '84, and I've had 7 children go through it. I've been very involved all along. The idea of taking care of each other, community, is hugely important, and I think they do a fantastic job working with the kids and working with the community.
Jill Hom was born and raised in LaGrange County, and like many of her relatives, is a Westview lifer.
I have worked extensively with our community members, and there has been very few times that I have asked for something and not received it. When we talk about community, we talk about the people and how much we care for one another. And through that, our community also cares for our school system.
Jill says it's the people that make the place. This place, Westview School Corporation.
Welcome back to Lakeland High School, where the final score is Lakeland 52, Westview 48. Really a hard-fought game. Lakeland never really got too far away from Westview. I think Westview had a couple brief leads in the first half, but were just never able to fully come back. It was 32-24 after 3 quarters. Westview did outscore Lakeland in the fourth quarter, but just not enough to come all the way back. For Westview, individual scoring led tonight by Austin Slayball, 22 points. He had 2 3-pointers, both in the second half. Caden Grau had 14. He added 3 3-pointers, all in the second half. Owen Brill had 8, including a 3-pointer. Kane Reithold had 2, and Daniel Yoder finished out the scoring with 2. He'd been averaging 13.7 and only had 2 points tonight. So Westview did end up with, 6 3-pointers on the night after none in the first half. For Lakeland, really balanced scoring. Kyle Hartsaw had 5. Number 4, Anthony Concaroon had 3. Kean and Arroyo had 11. Levi Cook coming in averaging 3.6, ended up with 17 game-high honors for Lakeland. Keegan Merrifield added 5, and Justin Carlson, just a tick above his average, finished with 11 points tonight. Lakeland, I have them down for hitting 2 3-pointers on the night, so Westview outscored them from there, but Lakeland had a gigantic advantage from the free throw line, and Dan's here now. Oh, by the way, our post-game show is brought to you tonight by J&R Solutions, featuring high-speed internet, unlimited, no throttling, and no contracts. J&R Solutions, bringing America together. Call them at 574-349-7673. Dan, bring us together.
Well, my goodness. Well, I think I'm wondering if we should have let them just make some layups early on to get the scoring going. You know, because we couldn't get anything going, and I think we play a lot better if the pace is a little faster. And so, I mean, we had 10 in the first half. We more than doubled that in the third quarter, and then we doubled our score again in the fourth quarter. So, because we had scored 14 and then 24, but yeah, it was just not enough. And so yeah, I actually show they actually had 3 3-pointers. I think Karakanen and Arroyo and Carlson all hit one. There were 2 in the first half. So I show they only took 6 3-pointers. They made 3 of them, so they shot 50%. We were 6 of 23 from the 3-point line. We were 13 of 23 inside the 3-point line, so 19 of 46 overall tonight. We were 4 of 5 from the free throw line. I mean, usually we struggle there. We didn't struggle there tonight, but we weren't there very much. And yeah, so the fourth quarter, I mean, we were 9 of 14 from the field, but they were 6 of 7. So yeah, because they had all those layups. I mean, when we were trying to double team, I think our guys were just dog tired by that point.
I think that was the key stretch for me. We were finally scoring, and they were getting layups every time down the floor. And one of the staples of Westview defense over the years, don't give up anything easy, and we gave up a lot of easy tonight. So that's something.
You're talking about Cook, not normally scoring a lot. He had most of those layups were his. I mean, he was the one that came cutting in, wide open, layup.
Yeah. I think this is a game, though, that Westview can really grow from. We kind of got maybe blitzed by Northridge and Northwood, and then we had 4 relatively easy wins. This was really the first game that it was a tough back and forth. We were in the whole game, and I think there'll be a lot to learn from this. Coaches go back and show them on film some of the forces that we had where we turned it over, some of the miss-ups on defense where we gave them something easy. Just to play here and to play there, and it's totally different.
Yeah, and I think, in my mind, the big thing again was just not scoring. I mean, having huge stretches of not being able to score. We got to figure out a way to somebody's got to score.
Right. Austin's out there every day or every game, and so far has proved to be our most consistent player out there game after game. The defenses are really keying on him, and we've got to have players step up. Now, Caden did it in the second half, but we really didn't have anybody else that stood out offensively for us tonight.
Well, Owen ended up scoring all 8 of his points in the fourth quarter. He hit a 3 and a couple 2s. I mean, Austin hit 2 3s, right at the half, I had said something about Caden having missed all 5 of his shots, and 2 of them were air balls, and he still wanted the ball. And man, in the third quarter, it was sort of his game. He scored 8 points, hit a couple 3s, a 2, 3 fouls, a couple rebounds. He was in the stats all over the place.
Yeah, it really shows it shows some mental toughness to be able to do that after going 0 for 5 in the first.
Well, and especially when you shoot 2 air balls at the end. I mean, and then he still wanted the ball. He knew he could hit it.
Right.
And I'd said that, right before or during the halftime break. I said, we know he can hit those. So he came back. He proved me right because he hit 3 threes and a couple regular buckets in the fourth or in the second half. But yeah, it just just that first half just hurt. I mean, so we scored all our points in that, 3.5 minutes at the end of the first quarter to the start of the second quarter, and then overall we went 7 minutes and 57 seconds from the time we took the lead at 10-7 until we scored again in playing time. Yeah, and then after that, then all of a sudden both teams started scoring, and but man, we had a run of they had a run of 7, we had a run of 10, and then they had a run of 11 as it turned out. At halftime it was only a run of 9, but they hit a couple free throws to tack on to that. So.
Whew. So Westview 6 points in the first quarter, 4 in the second, 14 in the third, and 24 in the fourth. So not unusual to see it break loose like that, but a disappointing loss, no doubt. It definitely puts us behind if we're on plans on winning the conference outright. But it is a long season. We'll probably see these guys again either in the NECC and or sectional, and we can learn from this. It's a team we can beat, but they're very disciplined.
Yeah, they
know their roles, and they play very sound.
They did. So one thing I want to point out for everybody is that the game will not be immediately available on YouTube. If you do want to watch it, it will be on IHSAA TV on our spot there. So go to IHSAA TV westview.org, I believe it is, and just look for Westview and Lakeland. It'll be up there shortly, but we will have to re-upload it to YouTube. Or go to LaGwana Media and you can hit the link there. So we can get you to the game, but it's not going to be on YouTube right away. We're going to have to upload that separately.
Tonight's post-game show is sponsored by J&R Solutions, featuring high-speed internet, unlimited, no throttling, and no contracts. J&R Solutions, bringing America together. Call them at 574-349-7673.
Our game sponsor for all games this year is Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana. Our pregame sponsor for this season is Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Halftime sponsor Tiffany's Restaurant, also in Topeka, and our postgame sponsor is J&R Solutions. This evening's game was also brought to you by Shipshewana Trading Place, by Height Auto Body, Yoder Crossroads, LaGwana, by Jerry's Standard Service, by Southwind Flooring, and by Breathe Easy Mold Solutions. Tonight's game was a presentation of LaGwana Media and the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network. For Jamie, who did color tonight, Jerry Hostetler, who did play-by-play, and our 2 engineers this evening, Chad Hoover and Jeremy Anderson, this is Dan Byler. Good night.